Peace, infinite waters, diving deep once again. We are out here in nature, baby. Beautiful deep divers. Do you have the wrong people in your life right now? You're like, Ralph, please get rid of them for me. How to stop attracting the wrong people into your life and how to get rid of them for good. For good, Ralph? No, for good. Not for good. For good. Let's just, breathing in that good ass prana, baby. I got a question that came in. Ralph, yes. How do I get out the wrong people in my life right now for good? Not for good? No. Ralph, for good. Is it that serious? Yes, it is, Ralph. That's what someone asked. Every single day we are bumping into so many different people. Sometimes we've got friends, acquaintances, but we feel something is off. Does that ever happen to you, deep divers? We ain't even had breakfast yet. Can I get a hello? So let me share with you what's helped me along my journey. Get out the wrong people from my life. Get rid of them for good. Now, it's all about energy. When I realize everything is energy. You've heard the saying, your vibe attracts your tribe, okay? How you are energetically will determine what kind of frequency and vibes you attract towards yourself, okay? That's fantastic. I got another one though. Your lifestyle attracts your tribe. Slow motion this side. You see, I don't believe in wrong or right people. We have to realize we don't attract what we want, we attract what we are. And there is no duality, wrong or right people. Because at one point you needed those people. But it's okay to outgrow certain friends. It's fine. I've got people I don't talk to anymore, but at one point we were really cool. And now it's like, who are you? Right? But I've met a whole load of amazing deep divers, okay? So I'm cool with it. But to stop attracting the wrong people into your life and get rid of them for good, realize it's your lifestyle that attracts your tribe. What are you doing? When I was working in certain jobs, I would be surrounded by what I thought was the wrong kinds of people. And they were, because I didn't feel good about it. But then I realized my lifestyle was contributing to me attracting these kinds of people. There is no change in life if you don't change your routine. I've learned this though. Because everything is energy, deep divers. Once you change your vibrational frequency, everything else aligns to that same frequency. Be on such a high vibrational level that people either have to get in or get out. Slow motion this side. You see, universal law states that two opposing frequencies cannot occupy the same space and time. Ever been in a very quiet room, deep divers, and then someone plays some really loud music and you're like, hey, stop disrupting and disrespecting the peace, right? Two opposing frequencies cannot occupy the same space and time. So you have to ask yourself, what am I doing that I am attracting the wrong people in my life? Maybe, just maybe, there's a little bit of me inside them. And I'm attracting them because I have lessons to learn. There's a little bit of them inside me. I'm attracting them because I've got lessons to learn with them, right? And that's what I realized along my journey. But I learned how to raise my frequency. So now a lot of people just drift out of my life. I don't even ask them to. They just drift because I'm at a different frequency. And you have two choices: get in or get out. You don't have to go home, but you got to get the hell out of here. Now, let's really dive into it. You see, you don't have to put up with anybody who is not making you happy. Stop feeling, deep divers, that you have to tolerate people. You see, we keep attracting the wrong people into our lives. Sometimes we call them friends, okay? You all go out to eat and you're like, in your mind, you're like, I don't want to be here. These are totally the wrong people because I'm thinking about the macabre and things like this. And I don't really feel I can tell them this. They're probably going to think I'm weird and I watch Infinite Waters. So I've realized that you don't have to put up with anybody, deep divers, who is not making you happy. Happiness is key to life, okay? Your well-being is key to life. So stop tolerating mediocrity. Realize you are worthy of more today, and that's how you start attracting the right people, or left, because I'm left-handed, into your life. But Ralph, what? I don't want to be alone. Tell me more. Being alone is my worst fear in the world. That's why I hang out with them. Well, slow down. What else? Ralph, what? If I leave them, I'm gonna be alone? No, you won't. Look, I used to hang out with a group of friends, but then I started to change. I started to dive deep. I really wanted to get more knowledge of self. And then I realized they weren't interested. And I'm like, oh my gosh, these are the only people I know. If I leave, I'm going to be a loner. Then Akon, the song came on, Lonely. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I am feeling kind of lonely. Then I went into nature and I found this incredible peace, this beautiful serenity. Okay. And the beautiful serendipity. I saw a butterfly and it just made me think of change, and that it's beautiful sometimes to let go to move forward. You see, and it happens when you learn how to be alone, to get the wrong people out of your life for good. No, not for good, Ralph. Not for good, for good. To get the wrong people out of your life for good, you have to, in a nutshell, learn how to enjoy your own company. Learn how to be alone. Realize that you can never be alone in nature, because life is all around here. We got birds over there. We're in a lush tropical rainforest right now, okay? Squirrels over there. We got everything here. Lizards, everything you can imagine. Even rattlesnakes around here. Ouch! Have a sense of humor. Look, to get the wrong people out of your life for good, I've learned that, hey, sometimes I gotta be all alone in nature. I would rather be alone and happy than with a group of friends and miserable. Tell him, Ralph. Slow motion this side. I would rather be alone and happy than with a group of fake friends and miserable. And that's what so many people are subjecting themselves to. It's time for you to know your true worth. And it's time to create space. Create space for the right people to come into your life. Because we keep attracting the wrong kinds of people, which are people who don't really help us grow to the next level that we really want to, because we are still holding on to them because we are afraid to be alone. It's time to create new space for new energy for the cat down the road, for new people, okay? 7-day vegan challenge. Now, to all the people who are going vegan this year, I'm raising an imaginary glass of acai juice. Well done if you're doing the 7-day vegan challenge. well done. If you want to eat better, to live better, to feel better, well done. If you're starting to realize the importance of the foods you are eating is related to the amount of abundance you will create, well done. Now, I see a lot of people on Snapchat sending me pictures of the 7-day vegan challenge. People send me like vegan banana ice creams. What else? Blueberry muffins. I'm getting hungry right now. Okay. People are making their own dishes. That's amazing. Okay. People are making their own leafy green salads, got kale going. People are really doing it for the 7-day vegan challenge. And when it comes to food and people, to get the wrong people out of your life when it comes to food, throw a vegan party, okay? And then see who brings you food. See who brings you papaya. See who brings you pineapples full of vitamin C. 500 times more powerful than a cough medicine, okay? See who really brings you food, okay? As opposed to people who just come and who are like, hey, where's the food? There was a time, I was in California one time in Venice. This was years ago. I threw a party and some people bought like grape juice, quinoa, brown rice. They had avocados there. And some people just came empty-handed. And I'm like, okay, those are the people I don't want in my life anymore. Because I told everybody, bring a bunch of grapes. Hey, it's cool if you don't bring food. But just become mindful of who is offering you goods, okay? Because those small things really show you who really cares about you. Whenever my mom makes parties, even like growing up, there would always be people who would always bring food. And for me, this made me realize that actually, those are the kinds of people my mom should have in her life, right? And when I did it, I'm like, okay, those are the people I need in my life. If you are bringing me a whole bunch of grapes for the party, which everybody can enjoy, full of resveratrol, going to improve your cardiovascular health, we're friends forever, okay? But if you're coming empty-handed, get out of the house. I'm just kidding. Look, how to get the wrong people out of your life for good. I love how you asked for good. You're not even like, how do I get the wrong people out of my life? You're like, for good. Is it that bad? Look, beautiful deep divers, what's helped me along my journey, we're just having fun, aren't we, is to change your hangout spots, okay? I used to always sometimes hang out in pretty low vibrational environments when I was a teenager. Okay, a lot of people sometimes just smoking and drinking, and I was getting sucked into that energy. And I realized that, hey, this wasn't a positive influence for me. So what I needed to do was find an escape route. Okay, but then I'm like, hey, I don't want to be a loner. Once again, it goes back to the fear of being alone. That's why we attract the wrong people into our life. So I had to take the higher road. I said, I'm going to go to the library. Years later, I actually started to work in a library. I said, I'm going to go to the library. And then I read the Emerald Tablets, okay? Then I became illuminated. Then I actually found some really cool people. And we would always go into the library and just talk about the universe and Carl Sagan and things like that. Right? I changed my hangout spot to attract the right people into my life who could help me become my greatest version. Realize, when you transcend duality, which is the good people and bad people, there is no good and bad on a cosmic level when it comes to people we're attracting. There's people we don't vibe with because, once again, we have outgrown them. Once again, two opposing frequencies cannot occupy the same time and space. It's time for you to start changing your routine, okay? And say, okay, I don't need to hang around this person. It's nothing personal. You're cool and everything. I've got friends I'm still cool with, but it's just that when they're around, we don't have anything to talk about. Like I'm doing my best, okay? But there are people who you just click with. And these are the people we have to focus on, because these are the people that can take us to the next level. They can take us to the next level, and we can take them to the next level. How to get the wrong people out of your life for good. No, Ralph, for good. Show people who the real you is. So ever since Deep Divers, I started to make videos, I've become so empowered because I'm spilling the beans. Oh yes, I'm spilling the beans. I'm getting very vulnerable every single day, sharing with millions of people that it's allowed me to connect with incredibly authentic people because I have to be authentic every single day. So you weed out the wrong people from your life when you step into your true authenticity. So long as you are wearing a mask, you will only attract people who are also wearing masks. Slow motion this side. Because they don't know the real you. Let people know the real you. Talk about the fifth dimension. Talk about the pineal gland. Talk about indigos. Talk about cryptocurrency. Let people know how deep your mind goes, okay? Talk about parallel universes. Talk about it's a beautiful day today. Talk about architecture. Talk about whatever you want. Science, ballet, philosophy. Playing the violin, okay? Walking my dog every day. Talk about what you really love, what you're really passionate about, and then see who stays. Okay, because some people are only there just to be around. But when something happens to you, it's like, hey, where did everybody go? Nobody knows. So to get rid, what's helped me along my journey, of the wrong people in your life for good, you have to start showing people who you really are. Like when I'm making videos, sometimes they're over 20 minutes, a lot of the times. And a lot of people have a very short concentration span. Sometimes people can only stay for 30 seconds. I'm like, hey, that's cool. I'm good. Some people watch the whole thing. That's cool too. I'm not concerned because I'm happy doing what I'm doing. Okay? Don't change to get people to like you. Be yourself and the right people will. Slow motion this side. What? Say it again, Ralph. Don't change so people like you. Be yourself and the right people will. What? Say it one more. No, we're not going to say it again. They got it the second time. I've realized this, that if people want to come into my life, I let them come. If people want to stay, I let them stay. If they want to go, I let them go. I'm not begging anybody to stay in my life who doesn't want to be there. To get rid of the wrong people, realize you have to let go of unhealthy attachments you have towards these people. Codependent relationships. Let them go. If they want to stay, they're cool enough, let them stay. Stop being afraid that you won't find anybody else. 7 billion people on planet Earth and more. And a cat down the road. You have plenty of options. So if they aren't helping you grow mentally, emotionally, to the next level, they gotta go. I don't know where, but they gotta go, right? And that's how I get rid of the wrong people in my life. Also, when you are yourself, people will either gravitate towards you or run, okay? Stop trying to pretend and play up to people. Stop trying to be what society wants you to be. Start being who you know you came here to be, and the right people are gonna be all around you. And the left people. What's helped me along my journey to get rid of the wrong people for good? For good. I love how you said that. I loved how you said that to me, right? For good, Ralph. You see, what's helped me is to realize this, that you have to stop mincing your words, okay? Stop mincing your words. Speak your mind, even if your voice shakes. Stop sugarcoating your emotions. When someone asks you, how are you? Stop saying, I'm fine. If you don't want to be around them, say, no, I'm not fine. Where's the exit? I got a problem with you that we can't dive deep together. Tell them how you really feel. See how they respond. Because for so long, a lot of us, we attract the wrong kinds of people because people don't really know who we are. We lose our voice and everybody else on the table is talking about this and that, but we're not really saying our piece. And we know something feels pretty off. Feels off, Ralph. So how I started to attract the right people into my life was start speaking how I really feel. There is no filter when I make these videos. I only do it in one take. Whatever comes out, comes out. Bananas. Whoa, where did that come from? Just like that. We're fluid. We're infinite waters, baby. Now I'm attracting the right people into my life who vibe with me on the same frequency. It's what we call total sympathetic resonance. When two people are vibrating towards each other, they might just bump heads. Whoops, right? How to get rid of the wrong people in your life for good. What's helped me along my journey is to realize that you don't have to get on with everybody. You aren't here to get on with everybody, and it's nothing personal. You will always get on with some people better than others because you share similar interests. So I've stopped taking everything so personally. I've stopped judging myself as well for moving away from people who don't help me go to the next level. I've been distracted a lot of my life by hanging around, holding on, being in the wrong crowd. Now, no more. Now I'm only gonna be around people who are motivating me, who want to see me win, who are bringing me abundance. I'm bringing them abundance. Who bring me no drama, no fake friends, just a true, authentic, healthy connection. That's what it's all about. To get rid of the wrong people in your life, set up these healthy, energetic boundaries. Have a cutoff point. Sometimes you gotta go cold turkey on them, right? Or 7-day vegan challenge, cold avocado on them, right? Sometimes you literally gotta cut out people. But if you can realize that it doesn't have to be radical, I'm getting rid of these people. No, you just have to drift away. Do your own thing. And the right people will naturally gravitate towards you. The people who you really need in your life. They're waiting for you. They're waiting for you. They're waiting for you. And that's when you learn how to find better energy replacements. And that's really what's helped me along my journey. You got to clear out old energy, having the wrong people in your life, to make space for the new energy, having the right people in your life. Ask yourself, would this person really be there for me if something bad was to happen for me? How many true friends do you have? Let's count them. 1, 2. You can't even get to 2. You might just have only one true friend. I know I've got about this many true friends. If something happened to me, they would be there in a flash. But don't kid yourself to think you got 5,000 friends. To weed out the wrong people out of your life, you have to become honest and say, who would be there? Who would be there for me in the low moments, just like they are also there for me in the high moments? Because that's what happens. When you're doing well, when you are successful, everybody wants to come around. But what happens when you are down and out? So you have to learn how to test friends. Slow motion this side. So beautiful, deep divers. How do I test my friends? I'm not into playing games, but you test your friends to see. You write down in a journal, okay, when I got 1 million subscribers on YouTube, I got tons of messages, right? But what happened 5 years ago? Well, maybe 10 years ago, when I was unemployed in my bedroom. Only one person was there. So that person right now, I'm going to send them a check of $5,000. That's what happens. Where were you when I needed help? Okay, you test friends by observing. Be a mindful observer to say, okay, which of these friends right now, which of these people in my life are going to be there for me when I'm in the low point of my life? And if you can honestly say to yourself who would be there, you keep those people in. If you're like, oh, they definitely won't be there, then you allow those people to drift away out of your life so you can become your greatest version, baby. Now it's time to start finding better energy replacements. Do you know how many people would love to be in your life right now? To get rid of the wrong people in your life for good, find better energy replacements. There is someone right now where you go to them and you feel so amazing and they feel the same way. So you want to spend more time with that person. And then when you're with the wrong kinds of people, you're going to see the massive energy comparison difference. Slow motion this side. Beautiful deep divers. Once again, realize that you didn't come to planet Earth to have a mediocre, shabby experience. You came here to be surrounded by the most beautiful, uplifting people. Yes, you thank these wrong people because it's through contrast we discover the truth of who we are, so they do serve a purpose, but you don't have to put up with it. And once you realize that, deep divers, well, you just say, feels so good to be alive, baby. Can I get a hello? Yeah. Beautiful deep divers, have a wonderful, glorious, magnificent day. We're just, whoa, breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Infinite waters, diving deep. Once again, stay well, stay healthy. Peace. You! Oh my gosh. Everyone is disappearing out of my life. Only 3 real friends remain. Honor them.